What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we back again, and don't mind like the sun coming down. I ain't turned the lights on in here, so it is what it is. But we are back again for another episode review of Love and Marriage Hunt. That's on break. Love and Marriage Detroit. Okay, so we pick up where we left off. This is season 1, episode 5. Russell Stones will break your bones, baby. This episode, at this point, this was a good episode, but it also felt like a filler because not too much happened, but just enough happened, okay? To set the stone and to set the flow of how the rest of this show is about to go. I'm mad that we are getting it this early, but we knew it was coming where the couples are eventually going to split apart, okay? And that is exactly what is happening. After this whole situation that happened at the skating rink between Christina and Kobe, and let's be clear, I honestly feel after watching the episode last week and then watching it this week and listening to both sides, they were given two different informations, or I feel as though they were relayed different types of information on the same subject. I feel as though Christina was given something from the person that she's working with, trying to make it seem as though Kobe wanted to jump onto an already made collaboration, and Kobe wanted to do a new collaboration, and Kobe wanted to make sure that Christina was cool, that she was working with the same brand partner, and that this could be an opportunity for her to jump on her collaboration, not Christina's collaboration, but Kobe's collaboration, so that they can work together. And that is what got Kobe upset. And I can understand how Kobe can seem annoying. And at the end of the day, I can see how you can see that Kobe probably did a lot. But also, Christina has a way of trying to sit there and act as if she don't get what's going on, or, that's that passive aggressive stuff that she was doing to make it seem as if I'm not the bad person in this. I'm going to let you get heated. I'm gonna let you get heated. Y'all just gonna have to deal with the fact, because I'm still on the high, okay? Let you get heated and let you look a fool because you the one that's exploding. And I'm gonna just sit here and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand how come you're acting the way that you're acting. I just don't get it. Y'all, I just ate some popcorn, so that's what it was. Anyway, and so I was just like, Christina, you're not without fault in this situation. Yes, Kobe didn't have to blow up the way that she did, but I can understand the frustration because don't play me like I'm stupid. Don't act like I'm stupid. Don't talk to me like you don't know what's going on, and you do. And I feel like both of them was making this a bigger deal than it needed to be, okay? And I get where Kobe's frustration was from, and I get why she walked out. Because a person like me, if you don't want me to put my hands on you, I'm going to have to walk out first, okay? Do I feel like it was going to go that far? No, I do not. But I can understand how that is irritating and that can get under a person's skin. Because also, I do sometimes do what Christina does. Christina sat there and let that girl get upset. That's just what it was. And I will do that too sometimes. Like, you want to get upset? Go ahead and get upset. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to give you that energy that you're seeking. That's what Christina did, and that's what probably pissed Kobe off a little bit more, and that's why she walked out. But LaToya also was calling it out, and I like LaToya because LaToya just ain't got time for it. LaToya called it out like y'all being fake, and what really made LaToya come out and say that y'all being fake and y'all being messy is because of Brandon. Brandon is what made the situation even worse than what it was. They probably could have came back from that situation. They probably could have calmed down, and instead of calming the situation down, Brandon instigated it. Brandon made it worse than what it was by putting it out there, talking about you a Kobe cat, and all that stuff. And I was 100% with LaToya when LaToya said, well, if he is saying that she's a Kobe cat, as you say, that she's copying from your wife, you know what I'm saying? Who is telling Brandon this? And then for Christina to say, well, I'm not telling him anything. This is stuff that he's seeing himself. He knows because you've been talking. Listen, let's not do that. Let's not do that, and let's not play us dumb, Christina. At the end of the day, you want to act like you're this big influencer. You're really not. Truth be told, and somebody had told me First of all, I ain't never heard of neither one of y'all. Okay, y'all just ain't on my page or whatever. But somebody said in the comments for the last review that Kobe got way more followers than her. And I said, what? So let me go look. Instagram. Ooh, why is he so fat like that? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so Kobe Chantel Harris on Instagram. She has 57,600 followers. Christina, I found her. She has 29,700 followers. $57 to $29. All right. Well, it seems like Kobe got more, but that really don't mean nothing. But then in the end, they probably do. And I don't know if it's a situation where Christina probably feel a little bit threatened because Kobe is young. And, you know, these young girls, these young people in general, they're coming through and they're taking over the social media game. And it's taking them way less time to get to a peak than it has for the people that's been in the game trying to do it for many, many years. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's the issue. You know, I don't know. Because at one point, Kobe said, y'all too grown for this. Or even Russell said that to Brandon, like, y'all older than us. Y'all 40s and y'all 40s or whatever. And I really do feel like Kobe is hurt because she did look at Christina like a big sister. And she probably got that impression that she was like a big sister to her because Christina was giving off that vibe. And that's why I hurt a little bit. And I feel as though if Christina felt as though something was going on, because later she went and she was talking to her friend Chelsea. They go to a storage room or whatever, so because she was about to get back into fashion, and she got some of her stuff up in the storage room. Baby, don't make me no new stuff for 2020 something with some old fabric that's been up in there since I don't know how long. Baby, we need to go to the store. Okay, where is Michael's? Where is what other the Joanne Fabrics? Where is it? We're gonna have to go somewhere else and go get some new fabrics, okay? Some fresh fabric, okay? And so she winds up telling her friend what was going on, and I don't know. It's just like I don't even remember what I was saying. I don't know. She just gives me the vibe that, you know, because she's just now getting back into the fashion thing. Christina just don't give me the vibe that she's genuine like she's supposed, like she says it. You know, she gives me, the only one that gets me real on this cast is LaToya, okay? Because when I tell you LaToya just don't have she just don't see it for the drama. And as a doctor that she is, in the profession that she is, I can understand that, which makes me wonder why are you doing this reality show? And it feels as though LaToya didn't probably want to do this reality show, and she only doing it because her husband wanted to do the reality show. That's what it gives me, because she seems way more mature than everybody on this cast to be doing this, all right? And, you know, of course, Christina gonna say that, you know, she feels as though Kobe was trying to make it seem like she wanted to get in on an existing collaboration. That's what she telling her friend. Of course, Kobe ain't gonna see it that way. And I feel like at the end of the day, this whole situation is petty as ever. This conversation didn't need to happen. This blow up did need to happen, and people need to just learn to listen to each other and let each other speak. When we are doing business, do not text me. Okay, and Kobe, that's where I feel she messed up at. Do not text me about some collaboration or whatever, or some work or whatever. No, you call me, especially if you got my number. That's just what it is, okay? And if you can't get in contact with me, then that ain't, go on to something else. Go on to something else and just leave me out of it. Kobe, where you also went wrong is you know, you probably felt as though, I don't know if Christina felt like she's supposed to go ahead and collaborate with her, but that's the impression that she's given to everybody else, that, especially to her friend, that she was supposed to jump on this collaboration. And that's not what it was. Kobe was calling and trying to see if she wanted to collaborate with her because they had previously discussed the collaboration effort. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to do something together. And at the end of the day, because she started telling her friend about the fact that, oh, she did the sip and seed, the sip and paint thing. I brought that up to her. Next thing you know, she calling me and telling me that she doing it and all this stuff and woo woo woo. Like, if she was really trying to be vindictive, she probably would have did that thing behind your back. And I can understand how you think it's a copycat or whatever, but at the end of the day, I want Christina and I want Kobe to know neither one of y'all are doing anything original, okay? Neither one of y'all are doing anything original. The clothing that you're putting on, the brands that you're promoting, the events that you're putting on, you are not doing anything original to be getting this upset over something that another influencer has already done. I'm pretty sure you can go on Instagram, you can go on YouTube, you can go on TikTok, and you can find so many people who have done a sip and see, a sip and paint, a sip and this, model these type of clothes from the same brand. They got the same brand deal, got the same collaborations and stuff like that. Baby, none of y'all are doing anything freaking different. And that's why they kept on saying, we are social media influencers and this is what we do. We influence people. So let it the freak go. I understand because of the closeness of y'all, it may feel a little bit different. But again, at the end of the day, y'all ain't doing nothing different from each other, and y'all ain't doing nothing different from what's already been done, okay? And for all this drama and a breakup with a friendship group or whatever, it just feels like something deeper was going on before this filming, because I just don't get it. And at this point, the way Christina and Brandon be acting, baby, in this episode, it made me realize exactly why y'all still together. Y'all deserve each other. Y'all damn near the same way, okay? Now, I'm gonna get on Mr. Anthony. Y'all having this men's meeting. Baby, what is that? The only time I will agree with Brandon is right here in this moment. Baby, what is going on? This men's meeting, I said this don't feel right. Now, I know you trying to make it seem like you trying to, build men up to appreciate people, appreciate women, be there for their kids, be, role models for young boys and kids, and to show them how to grow up and how to be men themselves and all this stuff. Teach them the way to go, okay? Because children are the future. That's what Whitney Houston said. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but at the same time, I don't think it's genuine, and I just think it's for show, it's for play, and baby, I hope y'all ain't see all that spit that just came in my mouth. Cause it was like a shower. But I hope you just did. It just felt like, I don't know. It just felt like some shit that you just put together. Like you really wasn't thinking about this until, this show. And now all of a sudden you want to put this together out the blue. And it just feels real unorganized, real just dumb at this point. And I don't want to call it that, but that's what it's giving. I was with Brandon because I was like, wait a minute, I'm thinking that it's just gonna be the guys on the group and on the cast, and it was some other people that was there too. And I was just like, what is this? Just say you want to do a mentorship or something like that, and just instead of saying, oh, this is a man's movement. Because for some reason, the way that Anthony put it out there, it kind of gave a negative connotation. And there is nothing wrong with black men coming together, supporting black men, and doing positive things for the community, uplifting women or whatever. It's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know, and I know I'm not the only one. Because of the way Anthony acts and he was presented to us, when he put that out there like that, it just gave off a very negative vibe. Like you was doing that with like, you telling us one thing, but in reality, it's a different thing. That's what it gets. It's like it's a two-edged thing. And I was like, all right. Now, when Brandon came up in there, he had a shirt on with Christina face post all on it. I said, child, ain't nobody got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this. I was with Russell. Ain't no way heck. Oh, excuse me. My voice been going in and out all day. So there's something y'all got to deal with. Cause I'm playing catch up on my reviews and stuff, and it's the last one. Thank goodness. Yeah. But anyway, so Russell just sitting there. Russell sitting there like he about to. First of all, the way Russell was sitting there, I wouldn't have been intimidated. Maybe they were, or maybe in his mind he thought he was intimidating somebody. But even me sitting there looking at him right about that, I was like, Russell, who are you scaring? Who are you scaring? So when the meeting was over with, Anthony wanted them to just to stay, okay? Because he wanted them to get down to the bottom of what's going on, because Russell needed to say so. This is the first time that they've seen each other since the skating incident, okay? And so Russell said, you better be glad that I'm a saved man, because if I wasn't, I would have broke every bone in your body. Brandon didn't say nothing the whole time. And at this moment, Bravo said, I'm looking at Brandon and I'm looking at Russell. And I'm like, you know what? I saw the muscles kind of bulge and I feel like he can do it. Russell could. He could mess up Brandon, and Brandon knows that at that moment. And truth be told, what Brandon did was wrong. What Brandon did was messy. And you know, I know they say we need to be equal, and this is where that saying comes from when they say stay out of women's business or whatever. Truth be told, I don't feel like the husbands needed to interject at all. Even Russell, I know Russell was trying to take up and, you know, like offer some like insight on where Kobe is coming from with her situation with Christina and how she feels about Christina, basically bigging up Christina and saying, no, she's not trying to come at you because she really do respect you. She really do look at you like a big sister. That was okay, but he still didn't need to say that, because then here comes Brandon. You would think that, well, Brandon, you could have came through and be like, well, you know, Christina feels the same way about Kobe. Like, she respects her too and all this stuff, so we don't understand where this is coming from. No. It's, well, you being a Kobe cat and all this stuff. And I said, nah, sir, that is the wrong thing. And it's messy, it's messy, it's messy. And of course, Christina don't see nothing wrong with it, because Brandon don't ever take up for her. So the little bit that he does, she gonna roll with it and think that it's cool. And that is the issue, okay? Now, Russell's sitting there saying, basically, we're not friends no more. I'm going to put this thing on pause because I can't trust you. That was messed up what you said. I don't want you around my family. I don't want you around my wife. I don't want my wife's name in your mouth. And I don't want my wife's name in your wife's mouth. We're not talking, okay? Don't have your wife talking to my wife and vice versa. And now I was finna throw a 30th birthday party for my wife. Y'all not invited, all right? And so at this point, in the confessional, Brandon said, you know what, he bucking up at me. He basically threatened me and all this stuff. You know what, he kind of right. I shouldn't have said what I said. I was wrong in that aspect. That was messed up. But I still feel the way that I feel. I said, see, that's just, You don't get it. You don't get it. You can feel that, but you don't got to entertain that, okay? You ain't got to entertain that. You should have just said, I messed up. I should have did that because that's my homeboy, and I knew I shouldn't have came at. I was being messy. That's just what it was. Meanwhile, when they get through with that, we see Brandon and Christina go talking and all this stuff or whatever, because Brandon and Anthony and Bravo come together at his Hit Factory or whatever he was doing. Hit Factory. I don't know. What is it called? Star Factory or something. Something that ain't producing nobody. All right? And talking about this showcase that they're doing. I said, what is this showcase? They are bringing up stuff that we don't know about, and we don't got a full understanding about what's the purpose. Why are we bringing up showcases and stuff with people that we don't know, and they don't even know you, okay? Because they barely know you in the city, especially Brandon. And I'm just sitting here like, all right, I feel like this is just something to do for a storyline for the show to get it going. And Brandon feels some type of way because apparently Bravo and Anthony kind of took over, and Brandon feel like he should have more input because he is Mr. Music Man and all this stuff. And they was meeting behind his back when it's supposed to be his event. Understandable, but the reasoning that Anthony gave for the reason why he was doing that was saying basically after the stuff that went down with Russell and him, and how he came at his wife, he just feels like that's kind of like messed up and you disrespectful, and that's I kind of like can't trust you now. And again, I get it, but at the same time, this is business, and at the same time, I was with Brandon and Christina, and I hate to say this, I was with Brandon and Christina when they met up with Anthony and said, "What does this got to do with me? What does this got to do with this showcase? Okay, you running stuff by me or whatever." But also, you can look at it as, if you could do this to your friend, ain't no telling what you could do to me, and I'm also your friend. And what if you try to come at me and come at my throat when we trying to do business or whatever? I don't know. I just felt like all of them are being so freaking dramatic. This did need to happen. I feel like I kind of can see where Christina is coming from. Because, see, I'm not one of those ones. Just because I don't rock with you like that and you annoy me, I can call you, I can give you a credit when it's due. And I do feel like it's more so, I'm not going to say LaToya is on the bandwagon. No, it's Anthony. I feel like, Anthony, you go from being all this about, I'm standing up for my boy and all this stuff, woo, because I know him for 20 years and all this stuff, but now you want to take a step back, and now you want him to take accountability and all this stuff or whatever, and y'all didn't do that in the beginning. It's just really weird how quickly everything dissolved and fell apart. I don't even know if we halfway through the season yet. But it's really, really weird how everyone is moving, okay? How everyone is moving. This showcase, baby, don't nobody care. Don't nobody care about it, all right? When they had that little sit down at the end, and Christina was like, I feel like y'all being fake. Y'all the one being fake. Y'all jumping on bandwagons and all this stuff. And of course, Christina feels a way about LaToya because of that. But I really feel like LaToya is the only one that's mature enough to see through the BS and to see, like, all of y'all are moving funny. All of y'all are moving funny. And they had the birthday party, and LaToya was talking to Russell. First of all, Russell, let me tell you something. That's the best you could do for a birthday party. And let me tell you, you was trying to make it seem like, oh, I want her to be so surprised. I want her to cry. I want her to do this. And if she don't cry, I'm going to be mad. And then my feelings and all this stuff. Girl, she already knew he was throwing her a surprise or something. And she came through the door, and it was basic. It was basic. It wasn't nothing to be like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. First of all, I know my birthday is coming up. If you didn't throw it on my day of my birth, I know either that it's my birthday, so you got something happening, or it's the day or two or whatever before my birthday. And so therefore, I know something is going on. Now, probably would have made her cry if you would have had somebody there that she truly, truly loved and she has not seen before, seen in a long time. That probably would have made her cry. But that little basic with them basic balloons up there, baby, no, it was cute. It was cute, but to expect her to want to break that and be like, oh my God, no, okay, it looked a little boring. I ain't gonna lie, it looked a little boring for a 30th anniversary, a 30th birthday party, baby. That's a milestone for some people, okay, to reach 30. That means we are out of our 20s. We are now technically, we got to start acting like an adult. Even though most of us don't, we got to start acting like an adult, okay? But you acting like you really did something. I mean, A for effort for Russell, because Russell did say he ain't got a romantic bone in his body. So there's that. I guess we could give him an E for effort for that. But she came in and she was like, oh, she said in that confessional, I don't like surprises. I said, sir, that's your wife. You don't know that she don't like surprises? And he was just sitting there in that confessional like this. I said, Russell, stop looking like you been left on the little short bus. He just be sitting there like, I be like, Russell, sit up. He be bothering me so much. I don't be wanting to talk about that man, but that's the vibe he be getting, and y'all know it. So basically, they had went to the side to talk about the whole situation, and Christina had said she wasn't fit to reach out to her. And Anthony had already told, I think Anthony told, no, Brandon had told Christina about the fact that they were disinvited from the birthday party. Christina said, that's fine because I ain't want to go anyway. I said, oh, why you didn't want to go? I feel like that was a lie. I feel like that was just said to cover it up. Like, you did want to go. You was gonna go. If none of this had went down, you was gonna go. Okay. And if what was said wasn't said, you would have went. So let's not do that. But she didn't feel like she needed to reach out to her. Kobe felt like Christina was the one that should have reached out. And truth be told, after what went down, I feel like you the one that hurt me. I'm not gonna be the one that reach out to you. And if I never hear from you again, then that's just what it is. Then the friendship wasn't meant. And I know sometimes they say you should be the bigger person, and if you really want to, stay the friendship, you reach out regardless or whatever. Given the person like me, I'm always the person that'll reach out, even if I didn't do nothing wrong, or just if we haven't heard from each other in a minute. That gives me the feelings like if I have to constantly keep reaching out to you for stuff, you not really thinking about me like that. You don't really care about the relationship like that. So why do I keep on reaching out? And that's just gonna make me just be like, nah, bump that. Okay, I'm not gonna reach out. And so I'm in this era right about now where I'm not reaching out to people no more for anything. Like, if you want me, show me that you care about me. Show me that you want whatever you want by reaching out to me first. And I shouldn't have to always initiate things. You know what I'm saying? And so you got that going on. And like I said, at the end, Anthony meets up with Christina. First of all, they was like, when Christina and Reddit would sit there, I said, now, Anthony, you ain't have to lie like that. They said, now, where's Anthony, where's LaToya at? He was like, she at home with the kids. And he said it he said it without hesitation. He said it without hesitation. I said, oh, you lie so good. You lie right off the cuff so good, because he ain't stutter or nothing. He said, she at home taking care of the kids. That's where she at. No, she's over there at the girl birthday party. I said, what? I said, now, why you lie to her like that? Unless this is edited, why you lie to that like that? But they sat down and had a little conversation, and Brandon really wanted to get down to the bottom of the fact. First of all, you want, and I kind of feel what he's saying. You want us to come together and to fix the situation, because even Russell said, I'm gonna need y'all ladies to sit down and have a conversation with each other. Me and Brandon to sit down and have a conversation, and then us couples come together and have a conversation. Baby, it's too much conversing, okay? It is too much goddamn conversing, all right? For y'all to just end up still in the same spot. But it was like Brandon was like, how you come to get talking about coming together and you want us to be back on track and be cool again, but yeah, you over here, pushing me out of stuff that I put together. You know what I'm saying? And on the one hand, I feel like Anthony is just doing it just because of what happened with Brandon, what Brandon said with Russell. And honestly, I don't feel like it's that deep for us to mess up business opportunities or whatever. Because some people can be horrible people in their personal life and be good business partners. But at the same time, I really don't feel like Brandon is any type of good in business. And I don't feel like, I think at this point, Anthony kind of realizing that, and he came to that conclusion that that's what it is, and he's using this whole situation with not Brandon, but Russell as an excuse as to not trust Brandon when it comes down to this showcase stuff or whatever, because he said the reason why is because he don't want to deal with somebody who will snake another friend, talking about what he did to Brandon and Kobe and all that stuff or whatever. And again, if you listen to it and as it's coming out in my mouth, you can clearly hear and see, yes, it's an issue, but it's very, very petty, and they're making it way bigger than it needs to be, okay? There is no reason a friendship should break up. If it's a true friendship, you should not be having breakups like this over something small like this. You really shouldn't. And I'm just like, I want Brandon and I want Christina to understand that y'all play a role in this stuff too. Y'all are not innocent. And I want Kobe to know she ain't innocent. And I want Russell to know he ain't innocent. And I want Anthony to know that he ain't innocent, okay? The only one that I can say LaToya, you fine, okay? Somebody probably gonna find an issue with her too. But LaToya, you are fine in my book for right now. Everybody else got an issue, and y'all need to solve that stuff. And y'all just real petty. Now let me tell you something, Brandon. When you said when you tried to come at Anthony, when you tried to come at Anthony on next week's episode and said, "Don't nobody know what you do," and I was like, I was here for Anthony to say, "Well, nigga, you got this Star Factory and you ain't produced not one star yet." I said, "Clock it." Clock it, cause baby, we know he worked with we know Anthony worked on at the Marvel studio and with Disney. We know he was on Live Nation, and I'm so mad you got me taking up for this man. He worked with Live Nation and all that stuff. What the freak have you really done? Since you wanted to say that you was big popping up in the street, Mr. Brandon, before you got married, and you was popping in the industry, baby, who are you and what is your accomplishments before, during, and right now? Okay? We don't know because we ain't heard of you. But anyway, that was Love and Marriage Detroit. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about the episode. I'm sorry that it is late. I hope y'all understand. I'm pretty sure you do. And I will see you guys later. Peace.